Hello and welcome to Module 5, High Expectations. My name is Drea Aguirre, my pronouns are she, her, and hers, and I am the digital coach who will be walking you through learning in Module 5. In this module, we are going to explore the CRE mindsets of maintaining consistent and clear, high academic expectations for all students, along with tools and strategies that will make that a reality in your classroom. I'm going to take a quick minute to explain the components of holding high expectations from the CRE lens, and then I'll walk you through the required coursework to complete this module. When discussing the high expectations mindset, there are 4 key practices we need to look at: rigorous and differentiated tasks, clear standards for success, data-driven instruction, and feedback. Now, when we hold high academic expectations of our student, we as educators need to be providing them with appropriate grade-level assignments that are relevant and engaging to students through real-world connections. Now, the reality in DPS and across the nation is that our students don't always come to us at grade level. It is our responsibility to provide the appropriate amount of scaffolds and supports that allow students to access rigorous grade-level content while still engaging in a productive struggle. The goal is to bring them up to grade level, not to remediate our content down. Exposing our students to high-quality grade-level tasks is the best way to begin to close academic gaps. Now, in order to hold students to high expectations, we have to make sure our expectations are clear. By providing students with clear instructions for how they should be completing the task, we are setting them up for success. Grading criteria and scoring processes shouldn't be a mystery to our students. By providing them access to clear instructions, rubrics, and examples of high-quality work, we can teach our students to check their own work and make revisions before turning in the product. Just like adults in the workplace operate best when they know exactly what job they need to complete and to what quality they need to complete it, our students operate best under those same parameters. The best way to provide students with appropriate supports is through reviewing data collected through student work, and then creating and executing plans on how to address gaps that are identified. By reviewing the student work on high-quality assignments, you will be able to pinpoint where a student is missing a crucial understanding and how you can support them in making sure they build the skills necessary to fill that gap. The most important and often omitted part of data-driven instruction is planning what your re-engagement strategy is going to be for the students you identify as needing more support. The last part of the high expectations pie is feedback. While feedback can take an incredible amount of different forms and variety, we're going to target our focus here on strategies that will allow all of our students to receive meaningful and targeted feedback that they will use to make revisions as they progress through assignments. We will highlight tools and strategies that will ensure that feedback is manageable, both on the student and teacher end. So let's talk about completion. This module includes 3 required components along with the optional deep dive. We will start off with some readings to help us uncover the why behind high expectations, along with empowering students to become independent learners. These readings include excerpts from TNTP's The Opportunity Myth and Zaretta Hammond's Culturally Responsive Teaching and the Brain. Along with reading the required portions of the text, you'll be asked to reflect and discuss your takeaways and questions through an online discussion board. After you complete the reading portion, we will dive into the strategy focus, where you will learn about a variety of tools and strategies that will help you hold the high academic expectations of your students on a daily basis. With each strategy focus, you'll have the autonomy to choose which information you spend most of your time on. We're all at different places in terms of using technology in our classrooms, so spend most of your time learning about tools, resources, or features that you're most unfamiliar with. Once you have finished the strategy focus, you'll have a brief reflection prompt to respond to. This reflection is intended for you to think about the tools and skills that you've learned and how you can bring those to your classroom. It's also an opportunity to voice any concerns you may have or setbacks you foresee in applying this learning to your classroom. The deep dive for this module offers for you to implement any numbers of the strategies you learned about within the module inside your classroom with the assistance of your coach. Remember, you only need to complete 3 deep dives, so you don't need to do a deep dive for every module if you don't want to. You can find all of the resources, detailed instructions, and assignments for this module in the appropriate folders within the PDU Schoology course.